Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true.
Brothers in custody after failed robbery of elderly businessman. Two brothers are now in custody after allegedly attempting to rob a 72-year-old businessman in St. Mary on Tuesday. The police report that around 3 p.m., the elderly businessman, who is a licensed firearm holder, returned home after doing business at the National Commercial Bank (NCB) in Port Maria early in the day. On exiting his motor vehicle, the elderly man reportedly saw two unknown men approaching him. He called out to his wife to close all the doors as he ran inside. The two men, 28-year-old Evan Edwards and his 39-year-old brother Al Wayne from Islington, allegedly started pouncing on the door. The licensed firearm holder reportedly fired at the men, who ran off. As they tried to escape, they were reportedly approached by a retired district constable who was unaware of what had happened earlier. The Edwards brother then allegedly opened fire at the retired cop. The former cop returned fire, hitting the older sibling Al Wayne, while the younger one fled the scene. It is reported that the younger brother returned to the scene to retrieve the weapon and was pointed out. He was arrested along with his injured brother, who had earlier been taken to a medical facility for treatment. One 9mm weapon was allegedly retrieved from the scene of the incident. The Highgate police are investigating. Bomb charged with murder in St. Elizabeth. The St. Elizabeth police say they are one step closer to bringing closure to the family of a 26-year-old chef who was killed on Brigade Street, Black River in the parish on June 23rd. DeAndre Panton, also known as Bomb, has been charged with the murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and aiding and abetting murder. His arrest and charge mark a major breakthrough in the killing of Crum Jones, otherwise called Scooter, of a Brigade Street address in Black River. Jones was killed when men traveling in a Toyota Axio motorcar attacked and shot him as he walked along the roadway. Panton was apprehended during a targeted raid that was part of the heightening operational activities within the parish on Tuesday, August 29. Following his arrest, he was interviewed by detectives from the Black River Criminal Investigations Branch (CIB) and was later charged. Morgan condemns verbal attacks on the media. The Jamaican government has condemned recent attacks on members of the media, asserting that the country's reputation of having a long tradition of press freedom may be compromised. No politician or government member should be antagonistic, aggressive, disrespectful, or threatened to members of the media, Information Minister Robert Morgan said during Wednesday's morning post-cabinet press briefing at the Office of the Prime Minister. Morgan's comments follows a statement made by People's National Party (PNP) General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell, which is believed to be target of members of the media. Campbell, while at a PNP constituency conference in St. Andrew East Central on Sunday, referred to Nationwide News Network as an incubator for the governing Jamaica Labour Party. He listed several former NNN members who have left the radio station to take up senior public sector positions. We wholeheartedly condemn any attempts to intimidate or threaten members of the media to prevent them from doing their work. These threats not only put the lives of Jamaican citizens at risk, but also have a chilling effect in allowing the media to do their work. We state clearly that our government believes in the free press, and we will do everything in our power to protect press freedom, stated Morgan. He said the government is concerned that these well-chronicled incidents may have a negative impact on the country's press freedom ranking. Morgan said Jamaica has done well over the past decade in consistently improving its position. We will continue to do that, but we are afraid that these incidents have now caused the international community to look at Jamaica in a different way as a country that may not fully respect the freedom of the press, stated Morgan. Parents welcome end of shift system at Grange Primary School. Administrators from the Ministry of Education and schools in Westmoreland have admitted to countering the effects of teacher resignations as the new school year began on Monday. Godfrey Drummond, president of the Westmoreland arm of the Jamaica Teachers Association, told reporters that a number of schools were facing staff shortages in light of the resignations. A few are not fully staffed, as some schools have gotten late resignations, Drummond revealed. He added that there had been to merge classes to cushion the effects of the teacher shortage. Drummond also noted that most of the schools that opened on Monday were at the primary level and that most of the secondary schools scheduled their reopening for later in the week. Among the primary institutions, parents and administrators at the Grange Hill Primary School in Westmoreland are pleased to have turned a new page in terms of the amount of contact time students will have with their teachers as of this academic year with the abandonment of the two-shift system. This school, which was celebrated its century next year, opened its doors to 800 students when the 2023-2024 academic year commenced on Monday. I would say we are 90% prepared. We have recently piloted the whole-day contact time system and we are kicking off today on a whole-day basis, moving from the shift system, Principal Clayton Simit reported. Admitting that there is a need for additional furniture, Simit said he will be using those he has until the new allocations arrive from the Ministry of Education and Youth. We certainly need some more furniture. We have some old ones that we are going to make use of until the government provides the new furniture that we are going to need, he stated. Simit also noted that like many other schools, he would have lost teachers this year by way of resignations. We have almost a full staff complement of teachers. We had some resignations, some persons moving away due to migration and for work purposes. However, we have had some teachers come in, he explained, and of the 4 teachers that have left us, we have replaced 3 already, and we're hoping that we will find a replacement for the next one. He also shared that late registration was a feature at Grange Hill Primary School, as some parents operated on a last-minute basis for various reasons, and because they recognize them as part of the school's family, Simit said they were accommodated. Maria Barnaby, mother of twin boys, welcomed the full-day school system, especially now that she no longer has to pay excess taxi fare to get them to and from school. This new system will certainly mean a lot for my sons, who have been having more time at school with their teachers. And as a parent, it also gives me more time to carry out more home duties, Barnaby stated. Kedisha Bent, a parent from Grange Hill Community, said the learning opportunities will be greater with this new system. The double shift system had a lot of logistic issues with transportation, and they would prefer to carry out the adult first, Bent told reporters. Odile Monroe is happy that his children are back in school and shared that the double shift system was overwhelming. The 2 shifts were a little pressure on the children and on us parents, so we welcome the full-day school, he stated. Over at Grange Hill High, there were orientation activities, and all of the grade 7 students were out in good numbers. According to Donna Lawrence, the newly appointed principal, based on where we are in terms of readiness for the 2023-2024 academic year, I would say we are about 90% there. In terms of deliverables, we have had a few resignations, 6 on record so far. 1 has since been filled, and we are now seeking to fill the other vacancies, Donna Lawrence added. However, she said a teacher shortage will not be allowed to affect students' learning opportunities. In spite of that, I am not seeing where the shortage will affect teaching and learning because we're trying to find creative methods to fill those gaps, the principal explained. She noted that for the rest of this week, the school will be doing orientation. We are taking them grade by grade, where we have one-on-one with our teachers, students, and their parents. We are also administering a few assessment tests ahead of the full teaching and learning experience next Monday, Donna Lawrence stated, and we have adequate furniture to accommodate our students and all the staff members.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share,